Hi, I'm Sarah and this is my story on what it's like to be a young mum. I live in Beeston, Leeds, and I became pregnant at the age of 21. I found out I was pregnant at 3 weeks. At that time I'd recently been made redundant. I was due to go travelling to Greece for 6 weeks and I was in temporary accommodation because I had relationship breakdown within my family. At the time I fell pregnant, I was with my steady partner of 2 months. I was on the pill, but I still fell pregnant due to a course of antibiotics I was taking for something else. I didn't realise taking antibiotics could affect the pill. I was never informed of this before getting them given from my doctor. When I first got together with my boyfriend, we were using condoms to help prevent catching anything. We did both go to the clinic at the same time to get checked out and everything was fine, so after that we didn't bother using condoms anymore. I realise now, after falling pregnant, how much it could have helped it go the other way. I was actually on the pill really to help with my periods, so pregnancy was actually the last thing on my mind.
Okay, so this is me and Marcus chilling out. Give us a smile.
When I found out I was pregnant, I think I was in total shock and I didn't know what I was feeling. I think I was numb on the inside.
Say hi.
I've always been the person who said that I didn't want kids, I didn't want a family, and I just didn't picture myself being a mum. So when I actually found out, it was just a real shock to me.
Goodbye.
After a few days of thinking and getting advice from family and friends, I decided to have a termination. I was going to get the termination when I come back travelling from Greece. But then when I went travelling, after 2 weeks of being there, time alone and in a different environment, I decided that pregnancy was something I wanted to go through with. After 2 months of knowing my partner, I thought I knew him inside out, and I really believed that he wanted this baby as much as me and that he was going to be by my side. I pictured a life for us together, growing old together, being a family together, everything, but the reality of it was something different. 3 months into the pregnancy, he asked me to terminate the baby. He asked me to have a termination a week after having my 3-month scan. At the scan, this is when the pregnancy became real to me. I saw the baby on the screen. I realised at that moment that my hopes and dreams of the family that I'd planned for wasn't going to happen. When I disagreed to having the termination, me and my partner split up, but it was around throughout the pregnancy to mess with my head. At 7 months pregnant, I realised I needed to take control of the situation and I cut my ex-partner out of my life. This was a really hard time for me because I knew I wasn't going to get the dream that I wanted, but it was too late to turn back on the choice that I made to have the baby. Looking back, I think I was a bit naive to think a 2-month relationship would last after having a baby. After Marcus was born, his dad came to see him 2 or 3 times within the first 2 months. Since then, we've not had any contact from him. I'm now a single parent with a 16-month-old son whose dad hasn't seen him since he was 2 months old. We've had a really nice day today and this is Marcus at his best. Sleeping. I don't regret Marcus for 1 minute, but if I knew the reality of being a single parent, I don't think I would have gone through with the pregnancy. I am motivated now to be somebody and to do something with my life, and I'm currently training to be a youth worker and will be qualified at the end of this year. But I don't think getting pregnant should have been the kick up the backside I needed to get my life in order. My message to you is to do things right, have ambitions and be motivated. Strive to be someone and do everything for yourself before bringing somebody else into the world. Because if you do things you want to do first, you'll learn a lot more about yourself, your hopes and your aspirations. Experience makes you wiser, and the wiser you are, the better parent you'll be.